Hello, everybody. Let's get started. Let's review some Hush Little Minnie, Sing and Pat the Beat. Ready and hush, little Minnie, don't say a word. Papa's gonna buy you a mockingbird. It can whistle and it can sing, and it can do most anything. Sing on coo. Ready and coo 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 coo. Coo 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 coo. Let's review. Sing Old Mr. Rabbit and conduct. Hands up here. Ready and Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. Sing on a rhythm and follow my motions. Ready and ta toddy ta toddy 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 ta toddy 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 ta toddy 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 toddy. We have a new song today. This song is called Hill and Gully Rider. So this song comes from Jamaica. The hill, as you can see, is kind of like a small mountain. A gully is this deep erosion that is created by water. So it's kind of the opposite of a hill. It goes down. So I'm going to sing, and you have a part that goes like this. Hill and gully. That's every time you see this underlined part. Your part goes hill and gully. Try it with me. Ready and hill and gully again. Hill and gully. One more time. Hill and gully. So let's try that. I sing and you sing your part on hill and gully. So I go first. Hill and gully rider, hill and gully, hill and gully rider, hill and gully. Got my horse and come down hill and gully, but my horse done stumble down hill and gully, and the night come tumbling down hill and gully. Hill and gully rider, hill and gully, hill and gully rider, hill and gully. All right, so for this game, you're going to want a chair and you're going to sit backwards in your chair. And you're going to kind of play a clapping game with your chair. For the majority of the song, we're just going to be going like this. Clap right, clap left. Try it with me. Ready and clap right, clap left. One more time. Ready and clap right, clap left. Every time we hear this part, hill and gully, we're going to do some type of body percussion. So you can do whatever you want. Maybe if you want to keep them all the same, hill and gully, or hill and gully, or maybe you want to stop, hill and gully, or you could mix it up. You could do more than one body percussion, hill and gully. So you have a couple different options. But every time you hear that hill and gully, you're going to do some type of body percussion. Every other part, we're going to do our clap right, clap left. Okay, so let's try it. Ready and hill and gully rider, hill and gully, hill and gully rider, hill and gully. Got my horse and come down hill and gully, but my horse don't stumble down hill and gully, and the nighttime come a tumbling down hill and gully. Hill and gully rider, hill and gully, hill and gully rider, hill and gully. Oh, the moon shone bright down hill and gully. Ain't no place to hide me down hill and gully. And a zombie come a riding down hill and gully. Hill and gully rider, hill and gully, hill and gully rider, hill and gully. Oh, my knees they shake down hill and gully, and my heart starts quaking down hill and gully. Ain't nobody gonna get me down hill and gully. Hill and gully rider, hill and gully, hill and gully rider. that's the last I sit down. Hill and gully, pray the Lord don't let me down. Hill and gully, ain't nobody gonna get me down. Hill and gully. Let's sing I Lost the Farmer's Dairy Key. Follow my motions. Ready, and I lost the farmer's dairy key. I'm in some lady's garden. Do, let me out. I'm in some lady's garden. Sing and point, pointer fingers, whoop! Ready, and I lost the farmer's dairy key. I'm in some lady's garden. Do, let me out. I'm in some lady's garden. Now, we've been talking about the words that land on the strong part of the beat and the weak part of the beat. We have I lost, I'm in, do, I'm in. So in music, when we have a sound that is on the weak part of the beat, right before the strong part, we can call that an upbeat or pickup note. There are two types of pickup notes. There is the external pickup note, that is only if it's at the beginning of the song, and then internal pickup note. That can happen within the song. Some songs have both, like this one. Some songs have only one type of pickup note, and other songs don't have any pickup notes. So now if we want to look at the rhythm, so as you can see, we have toddy, 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 ta, ta. We have all the rhythms written out. But our notes on the weak part of the beats don't have any music notes, and we have to fix that. So we're going to have to do some rearranging. Toddy normally looks like this, 2/8 notes that are connected. But to show our pickup notes, we're going to break the toddy apart, break the 8th notes. So now we have one dot, one stem, and a little flag at the top. So they're the same thing, just one is connected and the other is not. So now that we can separate toddy, we'll come back to the external note in just a moment. So let's move to the next internal pickup note. So we're going to have to split this toddy up here. So there's 1/8 note with the flag, and we're going to move the other one over here on the pickup, the internal pickup note. Do you see how we've split the toddy and we moved one of them over here? So this note is fine. There is no pickup note on here. Let's go to the next internal pickup note. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to look at the toddy right before, and we're going to split it up. So this toddy, we have an 8th note with the flag on it, and the other 8th note is going to go over here. So again, we have split that up. So now let's go back to the external pickup note. So just like in math, sometimes we have to rearrange numbers when we subtract. And so we do the same thing in music. So we're going to look at this last toddy, and we're going to split it up and move the second part to the beginning for the external beat. So you can see now we have the whole song written out with our external and internal pickup notes. As you can see, we have the rhythms to our song written out without the heartbeats, and we have split up some of the toddies. Let's see if we can sing it on words first. Singing on words. Ready, and I lost the farmer's dairy key. I'm in some lady's garden. Do, let me out. I'm in some lady's garden. So if we want to sing it on a rhythm, the internal upbeats are not as hard as they look. You're still going to say ta. That's the first part of the rhythm, ta. And over here, D. So it'll still be toddy, toddy. The external upbeat, though, is going to be a little different. So down here we have ta, ta, garden, ta, ta. So we'll still call this ta because it's the first half of the beat. But remember, we moved the second half up to the beginning. So this is D. So ta, D. So then if we're singing the rhythm, we're going to sing it like this. D, ta, dee, ta, dee. With the D at the beginning. D, ta, dee, ta, dee. So let's see if we can clap and sing on rhythm. Ready, and dee ta 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 dee ta dee ta dee ta dee ta ta. Let's play some Big Fat Biscuit. If you remember, sing along with me. Ready, and Big Fat Biscuit, choo-ba-loo, just from the oven, choo-ba-loo, jump over yonder, choo-ba-loo. 3, 2, 1, jump. So if you're playing by yourself, you'll need at least 3 objects. They can be any objects, a toy, a pillow, a stuffed animal, any object will do. I have cones. So on one side, you're gonna want a cone as your starting point, okay? So this is where we're going to start each time. So the song goes like this. Big fat biscuit, choo-ba-loo, just from the oven, choo-ba-loo, jump over yonder, choo-ba-loo. 3, 2, 1, jump. And on the word jump, I'm gonna see how far out I can jump, like this. 3, 2, 1, jump. I have to be able to jump and not fall. I have to stick the landing. So wherever I land, I'm gonna put my next object to show me that's how far I went. I'm gonna go back to my starting point, and when I play again, I'm going to try to beat my first jump, where I put my first object, or my second object. So I'm gonna go again. Big fat biscuit, choo-ba-loo, just from the oven, choo-ba-loo, jump over yonder, choo-ba-loo. 3, 2, 1, jump. I jumped further than my last object, and so I'm going to put this down as my next marker. And so you can see, you can do this as many times as you want until you absolutely cannot jump any further, okay? Have fun. Let's sing Old Mr. Rabbit. Sing and follow my motions. Ready, and Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. Sing and point, pointer fingers, whoop! Ready, and Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. So same thing before, we have our internal pickup notes. There is no external pickup note. If we look at the rhythm, we're gonna have to do some rearranging again. So there's no external pickup note. We don't have to worry about that. But we do have internal pickup notes. So we're gonna look at our pickup note and rearrange the toddy that comes right before it. So we're gonna split the toddy. Remember, this is what it looks like when it's split. It's 2 notes with the flags at the top. So that becomes ta and D. We split the toddy. And same thing with the other internal pickup notes. We're going to look at the toddy right before it, and we're going to split it up. Ta, D. And same thing with the last one, splitting up the toddy. So now we have all of our pickup notes. So now we have our song all written out with the rhythms. Let's sing it on words first. Ready, and Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a mighty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. Just like before, we've split up the toddies. So what would be toddy right here is now ta, D, moving the D over here. So Again, when we're singing it though, you won't really notice. It'll still sound the same as normal. So let's sing it on rhythm. Ready and ta ta-dee ta ta-dee 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 ta ta-dee 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 ta ta-dee 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 ta-dee. Good job. It's story time. Today's story is Wendell the Narwhal, text and illustration by Emily Dove.